Hello and welcome. Today we're going to be talking about sex and the menopause. So unfortunately, with the decline of estrogen, we also get a decline of our natural stores of collagen, which not only affects our faces, but also unfortunately the vagina as well. So our focus today will be to bring some energy, some lubrication and some life force back into this lower region. We're going to be working with the Muller band. The Muller band is also known as the root lock, and when we engage this in yoga practice, it squeezes energy and lubrication, rejuvenation back into this lower area. So to do this, there's three parts of the Muller band. And the first part is the sex organ. So the vagina, we squeeze that up as though you're going for a pee, but you're stopping yourself midstream. So you engage that, but you're not holding the breath. Okay, so recruit that up and then just let that go. Squeeze that up and then let that go. And then the second part is the anus sphincter. So not to be mistaken for the bottom. So the bottom still jiggles and wiggles around. It's the actual anus sphincter. So the same thing, you squeeze that up and then release. Squeeze that up and then release. And then can you do the two together? So the sex organs with the anus sphincter together is two parts of the Muller band. So notice I'm still talking, which means that I'm still breathing. So I'm not holding the breath and just squeezing that up. And then the third part we have is the lower diaphragm, the lower belly. So be underneath the belly button. So somewhere in that region, we press that back in towards the spine. So again, not holding the breath. So if you can now engage all three together, so that's the sex organs pulling up in with the anus sphincter. Now press the lower diaphragm to meet that to kind of create some little triangle position. So we hold that and we're still breathing, and that is known as the Muller band. So what that will do is we'll hold the energy in and lubricate around this pelvic region. So let's put that to practice. Let's go ahead and come onto all fours. If you have funky knees, please fold up a blanket and put that underneath your knees here to take some weight off. We come over, we have the hips over the knees, shoulders come over the wrist. When you come down, have the 5, 10 fingers spaced out. So then this will then support your wrist, then we'll bring some density into the wrist. Okay, so automatically I've just started moving around, give my head a little shake as I start to round the spine up, move the body forward and back, and then bringing my head up, dropping my belly down. So just releasing into the spine and into the lower back, into the middle back. And there's no wrong or right movement, so just have a little play around, whatever feels good for you. Okay, and then from here, let's bring the head up and drop the belly down. Now, can you engage the Muller band? And I'll squeeze up, so not the bottom, not the tummy, but the internal. So that's the vagina, pulling up into the anus sphincter, and then pulling up the lower belly together. Still breathe. I'm still moving around. It's an internal exercise. And I'm going to release all that and roll the spine in. Engage, bring the head up and squeeze everything up, not the breath. And then exhale, release and look into your tummy. And still moving around. Inhale, head is up, squeezing everything up. And then can you keep it engaged? And then roll the spine in. Relax everything now. And if your wrist is starting to be a little tight, then just bring it up and give it a shake. Bring it back down and then bring the other one up. Give it a little shake and then bring it back down. So we can do the Muller band practically anywhere, and once you get the hang of it, you can do it off your mat as well. So let's just go ahead and bring the head up, drop the belly down, squeeze up through the Muller band, and then exhale, roll the spine in, look all the way into your tummy. Inhale, bring the head back up, drop the belly down, shift the weight a little from side to side. And again, inhaling, exhale, and then release everything down. Let's tuck the toes under and give the arches a little stretch out as we take the weight off the wrist, and just come and sit up onto the ankles. Give your hands a little shake out. And then from there, let's go ahead and lie down, and we'll do the exercise as we're lying down. So let's keep the knees bent, bring the feet down onto the ground. And then from there, let's go ahead and lift the bottom all the way up. So the legs are hip width apart. Bring the hands down and lift the bottom a little bit higher. Use your hands if you need to. Now here, just touch the bottom and relax that, but squeeze in the internal. There you go. Not the breath. Squeeze that. And then let's release everything. As you release, let's zigzag the bottom to create even more space in the lower back. And then inhale, let's lift back up, squeeze up into the Muller band, squeeze, not the breath, keep the breath flowing. And then a little zigzag. Let's move all the way down, releasing the breath, release into the root lock, relax that down. Let's do one more. Inhale, let's squeeze all the way up, a little bit tighter, not the bottom still jiggles around a little. Just squeeze in the internal to bring the oxygenated blood into that part of the body. And then exhale, release all the way down. Little zigzag as you come down. And then let's keep the bottom down this time. Let's go ahead and bring the soles of the feet together. Push the soles of the feet together, press. Let the knees hang out. And then bring the arms up above the head. Interlock the fingers and press the palm up away from the body. And then let's bring the hands down into the belly. Squeeze up the Muller band. There's nothing to really see. It's an internal practice. And then exhale, release that down. As the soles of the feet are staying together, opening into the hip flexor, and then just creating some opening, some space around the hip flexors. Squeeze up the Muller band. And then allow that to release. Let's help the knees come in and bring the knees now up into the armpits. So not the chest, pressing the knees down towards the armpits. Flex the feet. Let's just have this tiny little movement from side to side. Creating some space. You just press the knees down a little. And create that space. And then from there, bring the hands, look, on top of the knees and make two big, round, separate circles. Take your time. Two round circles, and feel that lubrication around into your hip flexors, around the lower back. Oh, and then let's go the opposite direction. Round circles. And then from there, let's go ahead and bring the two knees together and bring your chin up to meet the knees. Squeeze in. Bring your head down, releasing the legs. Bring the legs out, bring the arms up, giving the spine a nice lengthening, opening. Ooh, stretch out. And then let's bring the hands down. Bring the arms over to the right side. Bring your knees over with you. Just stay there for a moment. Take a breath. And then gently press the body all the way up. And let's come up into a sitting position. So there you have it, the Muller bands, the root lock, to bring some energy, rejuvenation, some oxygenated blood back down into this pelvic region. Thank you so much. Have a beautiful day.